There we go. I'll put the sound on, but I'm not letting the screen go for that one. I think I'll wait just a second. Okay. There we go. Welcome, everyone. We've got another episode of Warcraft Fangs of the Moon planned for you. I don't think she realized that we're actually live, and that's going to be on YouTube forever now.
No, I know. I can't help it, though.
That's okay. Anyways, do you want to send out a nice little congratulations to Blizzard? Seems you guys have had an awesome launch of Warcraft Vanilla. It's better than retail right now, and it's doing better than the peak subscribers for Warcraft when they had a peak back in Wrath. Well, congratulations to all those who are joining in the awesome fun of Vanilla Warcraft. That's about all I'll say about it. I remember Vanilla Warcraft, and I also remember Vanilla Warcraft. And I'm going to leave it there. It's not my fondest memories. Wasn't bad, so long as you have a group. But anyways, we're going to jump into our own little world of Warcraft, as it were. And we're going to see if we can't figure out what is going on with the Dark Knights and the Scourge, it seems like.
What's the deal with the Dark Knights? I mean, there was that one movie, but now there's these Dark Knights in the place, and they're all wearing hockey pads. What's the deal?
True, except that there is no Batman in this world, so you're stuck.
I don't know, my character talks like Batman, so...
He tries to. You could attempt at it, that's for sure. Anyways, welcome to Warcraft Fangs of the Moon, Episode 15, The Past Before. After discovering the source of a curse, or a blessing, depending on your point of view, our adventurers found themselves faced with the meetings that lay ahead. What information will be gathered? How will they handle the information? All good questions, but first, they must brave the crowds of fans that are before them. It always boils down to the fans, doesn't it? Let's see here. We're on that table.
I have no remorse for giving you guys fans. Oh, the whole table just disappeared from me. What?
It's not our fans, it's Malfurion and Tyrandy's fans.
Yeah. These
It's
fans...
Tyrande.
Tyrande.
It's pronounced Tyrande. Like you're pronouncing.
Nope, it's our fans.
Tyrandia.
I will soon convert them to
No.
be fans of us instead. Like, those guys, lame. We're better.
Good luck with that one, man.
Yeah, we're not better.
Skip that, please.
Let's wait till level 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good thing to do.
No, we're better than them.
Okay. Kylar is
I
loading.
believe that in his head, Katesh believes that.
Yeah, that is true. Anyways, to
You
set
should
the
challenge.
stage-
Yeah, you should challenge Malfurion to a duel. Then you can
That's
prove
not
that you're
going to go
better.
well. Please don't. That's not going to go well. High-level druids can shift, can
No, don't tell him
Shapeshifting.
that.
all
You got any
over
like
the place.
poisons or something? I could drug him with like a sleepy potion and then challenge him to a duel and then just like blow him over and then be like, look, I won. Haha. I gotta have a good sleight of hand roll.
No.
Totally.
Hey, guess what, guys? I'm a paladin. Does anyone have any poison so I can easily cheat at winning this fight by poisoning somebody?
There is that.
Hey, fights don't have to
Anyways.
just be straight up. I won the fight before the fight even started because I drugged him.
Anyways,
Hey, that still works.
Count
That
it.
still works if he's a paladin of the god of trickery. Like, look, I'm Loki's paladin. Poison, please.
except for
I
Warcraft,
don't
there's
think he's
only
Loki.
one
I'm
particular
talking
sort of
just like a-
deity for paladins. Anyways, as you
I'm just
as you
saying I
three
was drugged.
leave the store, that helped you out quite a bit. Seems to be a nice contact for you. You guys have approached an entire crowd of people heading towards the Moonlit Inn, and several of you, or a couple of you, have spotted a pair of telltale signs that Malfurion is nearby. How do you go about wading through the crowds? What do you do? I leave it to you.
I'm going to the chapel. I'm going. I don't care how many people I go there. I'm tiny. I can fit in crevices. I'm going to the chapel and power up my super awesome Warhammer.
Okay, I know what you're doing. Okay, so you're
Walking
gonna be.
into people's legs.
Yeah, like ducking, weaving. Well,
Actually, you would be heading the other way from the crowd. So.
oh, perfect. Then I don't have to duck and weave.
Yeah, you literally did just what you're doing on Discord. Just turned around and walked the other way.
Bye, guys. Have fun with this nonsense. I'm gonna go to the chapel.
That's pretty much what you did.
I'm gonna go to the chapel. Go see if I can power up this hammer. So, I don't know what else we're trying to do today. I've got that meeting. I don't know what else you guys are doing.
I have no plans. I can go with either of you.
Well, I need to speak with Malfurion, and I think he's coming this way. So I'm gonna go try to do that.
Good luck. I might be in my meeting by the time you actually find us. So you guys, just whatever. I'll find you guys later.
Alright. If you steal our hammer, we'll be able to find you. I'm just clarifying that.
He's just walking towards the chapel.
Okay. Quite easy for you to do. It's going to take a minute to get there, but nothing too bad. Don't worry, we're not monetized on YouTube. They're not going to care.
No, it's more just I'm hoping that it won't blow people's ears out. Someone who shall remain nameless complains every time it goes off.
You can
Zuriana
put it
is disconnected.
underneath
Okay.
your microphone.
Okay.
Right underneath your microphone.
Oopsie. Sally.
So, Katesh, you're heading towards Lights Hope Chapel. It's not going to take you, or not Lights Hope. That's on another continent. Okay, it's going to take a little bit more than 30 minutes to get over there. It's not going to take you too long to get there. While you're doing that,
Also, for clarification, I'm drinking root beer, not beer. It just looks like it's a beer bottle.
yes,
Why was it
Specker root beer. I want some Specker root beer.
we
Not too
do
bad.
uphold to Christian values here, so nobody give us flack for it because I don't care. I will ban you if you do. Either way,
Wait, how do you spell your character's name?
Katesh.
No, it definitely has a C.
C-A-T-E-S-H.
No, it's Wait, you spell Katesh with a C?
Oh.
That's
I
the
spelled
way-
it with a C. I spelled it with a C. Yes, I did.
Why'd you do that? That seems wrong.
Because it's not Egyptian.
That's
It's
what,
just a name.
that's what I have in my. That's what I have in his notes to me. So,
And my character on D&D Beyond, I spelled it with a C.
If I'd
Yep.
known that beforehand, I would have attempted to stop you.
either way, you do hear a little bit of buzz and rumor how it's Malfurion. Some ask where Tyrande is, and they get answers. But Tyrande is in the park as well. So, Audric, how do you wish to proceed? Ariana, how do you wish to go?
Oriana, can you use prestidigitation to create alphabetical symbols in the air?
It's not where I was thinking it was going, but okay.
Might be able to look up the spell. But, the only problem with that is my eyes tend to glow a lot after I use that spell.
Well, now it's a lot less noticeable now that they glow with black light.
That's true in one sense. In another sense, it's now horrifying. So, you have a cloth. Do you have a cloth of some kind? I'll just be your blind friend. We can just. Nobody knows anything about Priestess of Illusions. I'll just tell them it's a religious thing.
I thought our plan was for you to just have like a hooded cloak or something that you could just.
Well, I
hide
don't
your
have a hooded cloak yet, so until we purchase said item, I need a cloth.
head. Okay, I find a spare cloth that I have in my pack of stuff that I have with me and give it to her.
Okay. You give it to her easily. I don't see a problem with that.
Okay, prestidigitation.
Okay.
What exactly can I do?
I
I can create instantaneous harmless sensory effect. I can light or snuff up candles, clean or soil an object, chill, warm, or flavor something like color.
Make it feel like they get hit with a
Mark
spitball.
or a symbol.
Well, it says you can create a
A
sensory
magic
effect.
loogie.
Light is
Through
one
the
of the
magic
senses. So if you can create a sensory effect, that means you can create an image of light.
I can create an instantaneous light. It says nothing about the shape of said light, so I will say that I use lights to create letters. It does
Okay.
not specifically say that the light has to be any particular shape. So
Okay.
Okay, so I'll sketch out on the ground a druidic symbol for SOS, and then she can make that appear.
why are you making the symbol of SOS? We're not in trouble.
We need to get Malfurion's attention. He's in that giant crowd, but if he sees SOS written in the druid language and he's a druid, then he'll come over and help us.
Won't he come running and then be disappointed when we're not, having our throats slit or something terrible?
Well, teacher is stuck in the Emerald Dream combating the nightmare, so that's sort of an emergency. And he told me specifically to find Malfurion and tell him about it.
Alright, but I'm gonna put the symbol above your head and then I'm gonna walk 5 paces behind you. I don't want to get Malfurion angry.
Couldn't you just talk to him at the meeting?
You're not here!
I know, and I'm really happy about that.
I take a look at my surroundings. I back up like 10 feet behind Katash. I put the cloth around my eyes and kind of situate it so it's kind of see-through, so I can still kind of see through it. It's just kind of obscuring my eyes. And then I snap my fingers, and the druidic symbol for SOS appears above his head. Like I try, and because I'm just being because I want to annoy him, I make it appear like the little symbol on the Draenei like to hover above their forehead. That's how I make it look, right above his head, hovering a couple inches. So that there's no
I wasn't being
mistake.
able to see it if it's just above my forehead. It has to be in the
Because you're
air.
tall. Because you're tall. I make sure there's enough light that it goes up high enough. But I just want him to make absolutely certain he knows to come to you, and you alone.
Okay. As you get done weaving this display of druidic knowledge, you notice it goes off without a hitch. Everything seems to go up. Audric has a nice SOS in druidic written above his forehead, and it seems to have gotten the attention of Malfurion and about 10 other people.
That's what I assumed. Being a child of a druid, I was like, this seems like a bad plan, but sure, it's your plan.
They push through. There are several druids, including one. There are several druids, one hunter. Wrong button. Rotate. You. And one large cat as well. It comes by. 1, 2, 3.
Meow.
Yes, this is a very large cat.
Where's a cat? I don't see a cat. Oh, there it is.
Hey guys, look. I made it at the tabletop, by the way.
4, 5, 6, 7,
I see that.
9, 10.
I didn't notice you covering your ears. Your foolproof symbol failed.
It wasn't that loud. It came in during the commercial.
Okay.
Also, if you put your hands on the outside of the headphones, doesn't that just seal the headphones off better and make it louder?
Shh, Shh, don't ruin my imagination. It makes me feel
Positive
better.
feedback loop is what it is.
It makes me feel better. It's a comfort thing. Not really an effective thing.
As the druids congregate around you, Audric, there are about 11 people now, including Malfurion. 12 if you count the cat. Staring at you. Going,
Perfect.
yes?
Greetings, fellow druids. Malfurion, it is an honor to meet you. I really need to speak with you urgently about a matter concerning the Emerald Dream and the Nightmare.
You hear a couple of them, a couple of the crowd go, "Oh, it's the druid stuff, okay." And it appears that one, no, not him. A couple of people walk away, and I'm trying to grab one token, and it won't grab. So because Malfurion is a very large token. Because weird. As you say that, though, the hunter gets closer, as does the cat. And Malfurion, of course, he steps closer. Go on, my child. What is up? What is up, dude? What seems to be the trouble?
I'm gonna look around and see.
Oh, there is the smoke in the pipe!
Shush!
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any people watching us before I tell him what's around.
1, 2,
I'm watching
3,
you.
4, 5, 6, 7,
I am watching you.
8.
Just so you know.
Oh,
are-
sweet. Okay, I got 15 plus 5, so I got 20.
20 on your perception check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see Malfurion and 9 other people, 1 large cat, and Oriana near you.
Well, I meant like people who are like peeking around corners or from behind trees or like something, trying to covertly observe me.
I'm trying to covertly observe you.
Yeah, you see Oriana covertly trying to observe you. The crowd that Malfurion came from, they look to be kind of watching what's going on, but at the same time they're keeping their distance because Malfurion said, it seems like he told them, chill here for a minute, I'll be right back. Not quite like that. He would have used a little bit more grandiose language, and I haven't managed to slip into his character yet, so you have to give me just a minute to slip in.
No, go with the hippie one. Go with the hippie Malfurion. That was great.
Sup, dude?
How Malfurion should have been from the beginning.
Okay, well, I'm just going to then, since I still don't actually know my teacher's real name, so I don't know how to communicate to him who he is, I am instead going to follow my teacher's instructions to show him the skull. So I'm going to take out the skull, then show it to him.
You mean the necklace?
Yeah, well, the crystal skull thing on a necklace.
And transform it back into the skull. Okay.
Well, I thought it was a necklace that has a skull pendant on it, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, so I'll just pull the pendant out and show it to him.
Yeah, but what you were talking about sounded more like you pulled a skull out from underneath your robes
No.
and said, "Hi, I have a skull for you." That's not exactly the same meaning. But
I
okay.
pull out the necklace and show him the skull thingy on it.
Oh, okay. He takes it gently in his hand and he looks at it. Let's see here. And the ad has
He's
got
like-
some light.
¿Qué es esto? Yo no comprendo nada.
Okay. He knows what it is. Good. Let's see about something else. Okay. This could be interesting. Curious. I'm glad you brought this to my attention. Where did you find this?
It sort of appeared on the pillow of my bed. My teacher sent it to me. My teacher I just came to discover is a night elf, but he has instructed me only in the Emerald Dream. I've never met him in person. And he told me that he's stuck in the Emerald Dream combating the nightmare, and he told me that I should tell you and bring this to you.
He's stuck in the nightmare. Or in the dream. It's a fate I barely escaped. Okay. In that case, we shall see what we can do to revive him and break him from the nightmare. It's at about this point the night elf, the other night elf, gets really, really, really close to you, Audric.
Okay, I guess I do my characteristic thing of not backing down, so I just turn and just try to maintain my impressive posture and just stare right at him and not back away.
Oriana face palms appropriately.
Who is your master? What is the name of that necklace?
I do not know his name. I just call him teacher.
That answers one. Next question.
What?
What is the name of the necklace?
I don't know. Does it have a name written on it somewhere?
Skull necklace.
I swear.
Skull dog.
I swear it had a name.
Warcraft doesn't read his notes. He just takes them. Anybody can just take them. Read your notes. It's Bob.
Bop, 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 bop.
Bob the Skull-Mulet. The Skull-Mulet. Amulet.
Okay, I may not have told you the name. Okay. Either way, Malfurion steps in.
Oh, I see it on my D&D thing. It says what the name is. I don't know if
Okay.
that's what. If I know that in real life, but I guess I can say that if I'm
Yes.
supposed to know that. Okay.
Yeah, you would know
It's called the Crystal Skull of Mindspring.
As you say the last word, the hunter looks at you and says, "I'm following you."
Oriana can't help but kind of whisper and tilt her head.
And then I say, I'm afraid I'm not following. What are we talking about?
That necklace is a family heirloom, or is a family necklace. If you have it, then one of my cousins is in trouble. Oh, my
you're
word,
related
that
to
added-
teacher?
I don't know who your teacher is. That's not his accent, but okay. It's close enough.
Well, my name is Audric. It's nice to meet you.
Valasar. And we shall see if it is nice to meet you. At about this point, the cat starts sniffing you, Oriana.
I pull my hand up because the last time I tried to touch it, it tried to bite me.
Actually,
Oh.
yes. You notice this is the exact same one.
So I'm like, yeah, nice kitty cat. Nice kitty cat. I won't touch you, I swear. I swear I'm not touching you this time. Look at my hands are way over here.
Okay. He seems to just want to get your scent, figure out who you are.
Just a blind priestess. It's fine. There's nothing to see here. Also, if you're a druid, I'm really sorry about betting earlier. Look, you're just really pretty, and I didn't think you were a druid. I've been away from home for a really long time, and I thought about druid. I forgot about the druid cat thing. But I apologize.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. While you're doing that, Malfurion is like, Huh? So you're going to go and help them? Go and help them out? You'll have to go to the Barrow Downs for sure. I was planning on going there eventually, but it's still the honeymoon. Or else I would promise to go now. Are you going to be able to help them? The other night elf looks over. He's got on rough leathers, almost male in fashion for World of Warcraft because it's stupid. He's definitely of a ranger sort. He seems to wield a spear. And he nods in agreement. I will help them. This is my cousin. Most likely. It could be the other cousin.
Help us rescue him from the Emerald Dream?
No, I'm going to help you pin him to a tree.
What? Why would you do that?
Human has lost... Alright. No, I will help you. He is my cousin. If it's who I think it is, he's my cousin. He's the only druid. He's the big druid in my family. Might as well be him. Because why not? It would have to be him. Alright, I'll help as much as I can.
That would be great.
Also,
So, what do we have to do in Barrow something or other?
the Barrow Downs. The Barrow Downs, child. You have to go there and take some herbal supplies with you. It'll help you transition to the dream. You have to go there and rescue him. Actually go into the dream and help him find his way out. You will need to take, for certain, Peace Bloom, Nightshade, Hemlock, and Arcane Dust.
Furious typing.
Yep.
Wait, Peace Bloom, Nightshade, something, and Arcane Dust?
Hemlock.
Hemlock. Hemlock.
Let's
That's like-
drink all these poisons. That sounds like a great idea.
Hemlock is elite days. He murders you. What?
Hallucinogenic.
Hemlock?
You can pretty
Hemlock
much
is
well
not
tell these are
good.
more hallucinogenic.
Mm.
So we gotta go on an acid trip. So he is a hip Malfurion. It's a hippie confirmed.
Yeah, dude.
He was smoking the pipe. Oh, nice.
Of course, you gotta bring some stuff for the pie suite, man. For the peace pipe, dude. Just gotta chill out, man.
Wake me up when the hippies are gone.
Okay.
So never?
I guess.
Okay.
Since you are going, go ahead and make sure you contact with Erenia Willowbach. And I should be able to get her name onto the note. Hopefully, it's an editable notepad.
Last name is actually Willow Acid. Salicylic acid as an acid trip.
That's your cousin.
Also the precursor to aspirin. Well, the inspiration for aspirin.
Arenya is the current caretaker of the druids there who are aiding in the Emerald Dream.
There's still a cat sniffing at me.
The hunter looks over at you and goes, he doesn't bite much.
The last time I tried to touch him, he did try to bite me.
Oh, you were that one. That was you? He told me about it afterwards, so... Strange night elf walking up to him, wanting to pet him is kind of
So
weird.
strange. She's a cat. And cats are pretty, and I just wanted to pet him. He's very, very pretty.
Yes, he is. I picked him up from
As how is that strange? I'm a night elf. I'm entitled to touch cute things. That's part of my thing.
He looks at you.
You're a night elf too. I'm sure you have sisters. Or a mother. Or someone who likes cute things as well. Don't give me that look.
He pulls an ear back and almost rubbing it painfully, like a painful memory just passed over his mind. Yes, family.
Exactly. So it's not that entirely outside the realm of possibility. I just didn't realize he was a druid at the time. Which is my bad. I apologize for that.
He is not a druid. His name is Corso. He is my companion.
Oh. So he's just a nice stalker. Come here, kitty, and then I start petting his ears.
Make an animal handling check. Please roll high.
I'm really glad I'm not there.
You always leave
Why
when the
is
fun
there
stuff
a
happens.
silly ad playing? Go away.
Even all the shenanigans. I leave when all the shenanigans happen. That is not a high roll. That is a very low roll.
I never. It's a 7.
At least when it's not me, I have a -3 to my animal handling.
I have a +2.
It's not as bad as it could have been. Okay. He lets you pet him. You begin scratching behind his ears, but that's about all he lets you do.
Oops, that's all I wanted to do.
Okay. But he eyes your hand as you pull it away as well. You get the feeling sudden movement might actually send him off and he might attack, so you pull your hand away slowly. Alright then, is that all you needed, or is there more?
Well, that's really all we needed. I guess if all we have to do is go to
The Barrow Down.
and rescue him. But teacher did tell me that Malfurion should come rescue him. But are we going to be able to just do it without him?
As Malfurion looks at you and says, "You should be alright to do so. When do you plan to be there? It does take a little while to get there. I can make arrangements to be there myself."
Well, it depends what our tasks are after the meeting tomorrow.
Oh, you are going to be at the meeting tomorrow?
Yes. I am
Good.
from Gilneas, so we are there on behalf of King Greymane.
I deeply apologize then. I didn't know that you were part of his party. It is an honor to meet you. And he'll...
That's okay. We're not anybody special.
Everyone is someone special at one time. You'd be surprised.
I mean,
That's the general
we
conception.
we might be somewhat special if that gets us meetings with people like your lovely wife. I hear she's in town too.
Yes, she is. You wish to meet with my wife? All right.
I mean, actually, I met her a long time ago when I was a child. She's the reason I became a priestess. I was hoping to see her again.
That's what I was figuring. Very well. If you'll join me, I'll take you to see her. Dealing with the wife's groupies, you get the feeling he might know a lot about this right now. But, yes, just let me know when. You can actually, if you are capable of it, just let me know the week you get there, or even the day you get there.
Day get where?
Get to the Barrow Downs.
How should we let you know?
Any way you possibly can.
Wait,
There are scrolls of messaging available for purchase in town, if you want.
We should probably do that.
And then some priestesses are capable, some priests and priestesses are capable of sending messages across great distances.
Not this one. I haven't learned that one yet.
Of course.
Is Taronde... I thought she was here, is she not?
She was down by the Moonwell.
Oh.
I've been taking a moment to address the adoring fans and so forth, and to address our people before meeting back up with her and then going for lunch. And there's another stupid ad playing on. I'm about ready to kill the stupid YouTube thingy because I hate ads.
Well, then, in that case, it was lovely to meet you, Aluna Doris, and I start heading off to the Moonwell.
Ishnu Daldian. And he'll turn to lead you guys towards the Moonwell.
I've already left.
Okay, yeah. Also, you've noticed, since the hunter was looking at you very closely, you noticed, or Balasar, I should say, his eyes are the same color as Malfurion's.
Okay.
Which are what color? Blue?
Golden amber.
Golden amber? What? I just don't think those are golden amber. They look very greenish or bluish to me.
They're golden amber in the pictures.
Either way, druidic. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
They have a very druidic nature to them. No, I want to drag take, not. Okay. Yeah, we'll do yoink. It takes you over to the Moonwell. And the cat follows too, because why not? He follows Val all over the place. Taronde, this young priestess would like to meet you. Would like to say hi and give you her well wishes. And Taronde gets up from the Moonwell. She was kneeling at it, and she gets up and turns and looks at you.
Aluna Doris. I'm Oriana Moonsong. I don't know if you remember me. We met when I was a child. I was playing in the Moonwell. In Donassus.
Stop touching my things. You're gonna get in trouble.
He always has an excuse, but it's always him. It's always him touching the thing.
Well, I was like, what is this blue box here not doing anything? It's called Magic Swirl, but there were no swirls. I thought it was broken. I was trying to figure out why it was.
There's no swirls because I haven't turned them on.
You can't. I just don't think you can help it. You see a thing and you have to touch it. You're
Have
like,
to touch. What's bad, Kyrath? Bad. Where's my newspaper? I need my newspaper now. Anyways, she greets you. I do remember the name, yes. Oriana, right? Correct?
mm-hmm.
It was quite a while. I think I do. Here, sit with me. Talk with me.
I was told actually to seek you out, and I kind of looked back at all the other people. I'm not sure that everyone else was invited and said talk.
Well, Malfurion can stay. He's my husband. Unless it's something that you wish to keep private.
I'm sort of on the business of a loon. And then see, the thing I think is the critical part of that sentence that I wanted to discuss you with.
Very well. Gentlemen, would you please give us a moment? And another stinking ad. I'm wanting to toss the tablet out the window now.
Well, that would be difficult since there aren't any virtual windows. Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, I know. Okay,
Just
fine.
throw it off the table.
It'll plop back on the middle of the table because it's the way it is. Okay, fine. Okay, I want that music.
And then Kyrath can mess with it.
True. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like Taranda is waiting for the gentleman to leave. Malfurion bows to you, Audrey, and says, "Please, come walk with me a little bit more."
Okay.
I
And
just like the way I just saw a picture of Audrey being like, okay.
yeah. You see Valasar put his hand down, signaling to Corso, and Corso takes up more of a guard position and just lays down. And he will. Valasar will also follow Malfurion and Audric, since he is now interested in Audric. Alright then, my child. Please, have a seat.
I sit. I take the cloth off now because it's not needed,
Okay.
and I wrap it around my arm as I do, and I don't know how in touch you are with the priesthood in Darnassus. I don't know if you've heard about me and my particular problem. It was kept pretty secret, but I figured of all people you might likely know.
It may have been one of the reports I looked over a while back, but...
Oh, you would remember this. So a priestess who can use arcane magic?
You?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. As you know, I've been sent on sabbatical to somehow eradicate it from myself. But that's... For 3 years, I've been traveling for the last 3 years with my friend, and for the most part, I've been able to eschew my arcane abilities very lightly, very, very well. In recent days, however, I've gotten the feeling that I'm being encouraged in that way, and I'm not certain by whom. I'd like to believe it's a loon, but I had a vision recently that told me to seek you out.
Alright. Elune does speak through dreams. Is there anything else?
Well, I'm trying to recall the specific details. She, who I believe it was a loon, but I don't exactly know. The entity in the dream called me a night warrior. Told me to be their blade and vengeance. I saw a vision, and in this vision, I saw Teldrassil burning, being destroyed by what I do not know. But I was tasked with stopping it.
Night Warrior? You heard that exact phrase.
Mm-hmm.
What evidence of this should I believe? This is... You use that phrase, and you claim this. What else do you have? You are treading on thin water here. The Night Warrior ritual is ancient and very dangerous. You making mention of it says something else.
Honestly, I'm just a kid who doesn't really know what's going on here. My eyes glow black now. I have a spiritual weapon. I don't really. That's why I was told to come to you. You are the head priestess of Elune. I feel I don't know where else to go with this.
Let me double check something.
Let me double check. Does she murder you on the spot? Yes.
have you been keeping your hand covered?
I mean, I wrap the cloth around. I always wrap the cloth around my hand.
Okay. What is that on your hand?
Some mark that was burned onto me mysteriously a few days ago. I swear I didn't do it myself or ask you. It just happened and I don't know why.
And then since he spoiled it, might as well. Very well. Let me see it.
Okay. I show her my hand.
She cuts your hand off. No.
That seems rude.
Yeah. She takes your hand gently, and she... Is the cloth still on it, or...
No, I'll very slowly unwrap it.
Okay. She sees the mark, and she looks at you, and then she looks back at the mark, and then she puts your hand in the moonwell. Do you let her?
I mean, I was blessed in the Moonwell when I was born. I'm not really shy of them.
Okay. Since he spoiled it.
Who spoiled what? I haven't been aware of any spoiling. Oh, that'd be. Thanks for the preview.
As you put your hand down into the moonwell, the moonwell itself starts glowing with magic. As a matter of
Spooky,
fact,
evil-looking magic.
It.
It's cool,
You can't
gothic
tell if
purple
it's-
magic.
You're too far away to tell if it's spooky evil magic. Oriana, however, can tell as she's looking into the moonwell. The reflection of the moon is there, and the reflection of the moon goes from a solid full moon into an eclipsed moon. And the water, where your hand touched the water itself starts turning eclipse black as well. That is very curious. It does indeed seem that you are chosen of Valun.
What the heck is a night warrior? And what does that mean? And why am I supposed to be the one that's chosen? And why do I also have arcane magic? She seems totally cool with. And also, why does the Tarasi be burning down? I'd rather that not happen. I'm not really sure why other people and stuff, but I don't. That seems like more of your thing. Since you are in fact the High Priestess of Valun, and you're like way more awesome. I'm just like some kid from.
Peace, child.
It's very confusing and weird.
I know. It will be. Alun does work her magic, her ways differently than what we understand. But you are chosen. She sees something in you. Something that's something that she wants.
Well, could you tell that to my family back home? I've been basically banished.
That's because the Night Warrior, while being an ancient ritual, is also arcane in nature.
Well, how come I've never heard of anything like a Night Warrior before?
Because it's an ancient ritual, very dangerous, and also it's one we don't talk about because it does utilize arcane magic.
Is that bad? I mean, I know arcane magic is bad, obviously. But I mean, was the Night Warrior ever bad or evil or?
As you can see, the Night Warrior, while not bad, is more akin to a symbol of her justice, of her vengeance. She's preparing to use you as a blade. She sees something coming. From what your dream said, Teldrassil will be burned. I believe
Can
my
I-
interpretation would be your mission is to stop that.
Well, yes, but... Okay, I'm going to say something that's going to sound super inappropriate, but... Maybe she made a mistake? Because I'm not... Yes, Audric, I am not the picture of vengeance, warrior, death, moha. I am bubbly.
Look into the
Probably-
moonwell.
Okay.
Look at your reflection. As you look down, you see the shadow glowing through your on your eyes. The tattooing is quite a bit different now. Your eyes are solid black.
Well, Audric will have nightmares.
Yes, but this is a good thing.
Is it? I am unconvinced.
Usually the ritual for the Night Warrior, in order to get the glowy eyes and the special powers, usually requires a ritual that can lead to death.
Oh,
The
I
fact
just
that
went to
you-
sleep.
Well, the fact that you are alive says that she chose you because you would survive it.
Are you saying there's a ritual I need to go through yet?
No.
Oh.
Your
That's
powers
convenient.
will grow, they will blossom. I will inform the priesthood. You are no longer a priestess.
Then what am I? That's what I've always wanted to be a priestess since I was little.
Well, yes, you will still have that position after whatever events are coming are stopped or defeated. You will still have that role. It's not like we're putting you out or anything. But we are sworn to aid you.
What does that mean?
That means if you come to any of our temples or any of our priests or priestesses, they will help you out in whatever way they can. You are a night warrior. That means you have been chosen by Elune to take up arms in a combative way, to either stop whatever you said, the burning of Teldrassil. Then your task is either to stop it or to take its vengeance. So if Teldrassil does burn, you are to kill anyone or whoever was responsible for it.
I have mixed feelings about this. I'll have to sort this out after a while. Is there some kind of symbol or something, though, that I could wear that basically says, do what I say because I'm the Night Warrior thing? I just, not that I'm trying to...
Do as I say, because I am the Night Warrior of Vengeance, and I will destroy your family.
I am the Night Warrior. Listen to me.
I just don't want
Hero.
there to be any...
Hero. He's the one that deserves.
Oh my gosh, I am the Batman of Night Elves. This is awesome!
Well, I'm already the Batman of Paladins. You're stealing my shit.
I'm not stealing your shit. It's foisted upon me. It's fine who I am. Anyway, I just don't want there to be any confusion.
As far as gifts of token, your mark is sufficient. And
Are you saying if I had just lifted this thing around, I would have gotten way more things?
I need to tell people about the that the Night Warrior is active,
Oh, okay.
but you can use it as a badge now. And as you look at it, you notice instead of it being a scar, there is a black pool or a black magic just covering the entire insignia. So instead of looking like a scar, it looks more like it's a magic emblem beaming out.
That's pretty cool.
Well, Loon's gifts, yes, they can be very cool.
Well, thank you. It's an honor seeing you again. That answered most of my questions and gave me many others.
That sounds about right.
At least now I know that being half arcane and half not is not a curse. Although it could still be a curse depending on how things go out. But life, I'm going to choose to be optimistic about this and go forth with a new destiny that I didn't get to choose. Yay!
You didn't get to choose it, no. But, you are special, dear. Understand that if somebody else had gotten a hold of you before Loon, you would not be so bubbly, you would not be so cheerful, so amicable to all of this. Or at least willing to accept you have at least a burden that will help you bear. If it had been others, you might not be quite so lucky.
Maybe. Audric would have had my back. It would have turned out alright. Anyway.
Right. Anyways,
I hear you're on honeymoon, right? I just wanted to be like, good luck. May the stars watch over you. Have fun with that. I'm gonna go before I do any more things like put my foot in my mouth. Goodbye!
She gives a chuckle. Very well then, Ishnu Aldaldian. You have a good day.
Eleonoras.
Audric, while you guys were walking, you did indeed see the Nightwell light up. But either way, Katesh, you've made your way over to the temple. Fairly easy. They admit you in. It is no problem.
So gotta say a prayer. Gotta say a prayer to my Pete. To imbue me with the awesome power to smite my enemies, which are the undead. I clarified, smite the undead.
Okay. As you walk in, you notice the hammer is already glowing.
Yes, I like that.
It is indeed glowing with radiant yellow light, and looks very cool and very awesome. The name Radiance is also lit up. Like it's shining out the handle, and it looks really cool. Very paladin-y, and matter of fact, several of the priests around there look at you, or look at the weapon and go, "Interesting. So you have one of the weapons as well. Cool." And some of them applaud you and say, "Welcome to the club." And others, there's a couple other paladins there who have weapons that are glowing quite like yours as well. At least while they're inside the temple. You've not noticed them having a glow outside. And they offer the altar to you.
Cool. Saying prayer things, smiting enemies, doing all the stuff.
Okay.
See, being our team members already paying off.
Yep. As you bow and pray, the hammer seems to resonate with your prayer, and the altar itself seems to resonate as well and glows with you. This place is very glowy. Yeah, this place is very glowy. It goes boom. No more paladin.
Like nuclear. It's E equals MC squared. We're really in trouble, guys.
Yeah. Nonetheless, you notice the gilding on the hammer begins to shine a lot more, and it appears that whatever prayer you prayed was heard.
Cool beans. Then I will get up and I will walk out and I'll go. I'm not going to go into the crowd. I'm just going to hang around the crowd until I see that the Tweedledee and Tweedledum exiting the crowd.
Which one of us is Tweedledum, sir? What?
I haven't figured out which one is which yet.
Okay.
Oh.
For that, it does take a little while.
Also, didn't Oriana like sign up with Cthulhu in a dream at one point?
I thought maybe I had. I wasn't certain about it. There was either. That's why I was asking, because it was either Alun or Cthulhu, and I wasn't sure yet. You
don't know that.
Which is why I was like, hey, priestess, is this Cthulhu or Alun? Please don't smite me if it's Cthulhu. I swear, I'll turn it around.
Nope. Not Cthulhu. I can tell you that one right now. Spoilers. But, yeah, no. You don't know. But either way, seems that all the fireworks die down. Oriana, you notice after you've walked away from the Moonwell, it takes a minute, but after a while the light show stops. It dies down, and nobody's looking at you, but they're but you do hear some chatter about what happened with the Moonwell. What was that?
Can I find Audric?
Yeah.
He dead. You can't find him. He's vanished.
Yeah, you can find Audric. They're walking among the trees just a little bit south of you.
Well, I had some questions I wanted to ask Malfurion while we were walking.
Okay, what questions?
So last time I was in the dream training with teacher, we got attacked by Onyxia.
You don't know her name. Or did she tell you her name?
Oh, I thought I did. Yeah, because I asked Oriana afterwards to tell me more about Onyxia. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, you do. Will you two quit fighting on my cords? Go away. Cat and dog have decided to fight right at my feet. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so Malfurion. Okay, so he would know about Onyxia. Yes, Onyxia is a black drake. I'm not certain why she would want you or what is going on, but that is interesting.
Yeah, I also had a dream this morning about Ysera and the green dragonflight. So I guess I'm just concerned that when we go into the Emerald Dream to try to rescue teacher, that we're just going to be mobbed by all these dragons, and it's going to be really dangerous.
Well, anytime you enter the dream, it will be dangerous. It is a dream. What you take in there will be used against you. So if you take your nightmares, if you have any nightmares, they will come at you. You will see that. You will also see the wilds of Azeroth as she would be if humans or if civilization did not spring forth. So the plants themselves will be your enemy. And then of course the nightmare, which will corrupt everything it touches. Think these lovely trees only blackened, reddened, and wanting to eat you.
So are there any sort of exercises or meditation or anything that you would recommend?
Get stronger. That's the only thing you can do when you know you're going to go into the dream. Get stronger.
I see.
Is there anything else?
Well, I was gonna say Valasar is right there listening to us too, right?
Yeah.
That I did in my dream this morning. I think I saw a teacher and he had like an eye patch. So I don't know if that gives you any more clues about who he is.
It is. What is it? Okay. Yeah, You have to head to the Barodons. All right. I shall accompany you. Iri is in trouble, and I'm going to kick him in the tail.
So you know which one of your cousins it is now? Only one of your cousins is missing an eye?
Yes. To put it
So
bluntly,
what's his
yes.
name?
His name is Irion Mindspring.
Cool.
Yep. There we go. It's in the edited note.
Oh good, that's not how I would have spelled it at all.
I know. It's a strange name. It's one of mine. It's a strange name. Let's be honest.
Not as strange as Katesh with a C. Throwing Zeri for a loop.
I've had worse.
It's just wrong. Wrong.
Well, as you
Better than K.
continue to talk, Valasar let you know I'm staying at one of the Dwarven inns. Actually, no, I'm not. No, he's not. He's staying in the park because he's weird.
At what point do I catch up with Audric?
At about now.
Okay, I come up to Audric and I snap my fingers and cast Precipitation because now I can cast that and not get in trouble. And I create an illusionary sound of music that sounds like, I'm sure he's been in our asses, so he's had to heard like the priestess chants from the temple, and I make it go, and then I also kind of create like a black light show around me, and I say, "Behold, the Night Warrior of Illum stand before you, Audric!" As my eyes now glow black and peel off in the smoke that he is used to, but is now black. My tattoo thing goes
Right when
full.
he starts doing that, I sort of look panicked and I just like look over. And I'm like, we're not alone here. What is she doing? Why is she using her powers? And then, but when I register what she actually said, I was like, oh, so you figured out what's going on, and now you have the blessing of Tyrande?
Yeah, Tyrande said, go ahead, use your arcane all you want. It's totally fine. She's gonna tell all the priests that, and also she told me this thing gets me whatever I want, no matter what, in any temple we go to. So, like, we are totally gonna be camping at Night Elf priest places. That's going to happen now.
After you say that, there's a resounding face palm, a smack, as Malfurion looks at you, and from his hand, and he pulls it down. It grants you aid, all right?
Look, I know. I'm just he knows. It's an inside joke. Don't worry about it. I totally trust me. I'm taking this very seriously. I am taking my responsibility very seriously, and I know what I must do. But Audric,
Very well.
So that means you're not banished anymore.
that's what she said. We will see what that
That's
actually
great.
means in practice. Well, it's one thing to make a decree. It's another thing for it to be in practice. Still a thing. So.
Yeah, but who's
But
going
right
to beat Tyrande?
You'd be surprised. I'm muted.
What's a Night Warrior?
Honestly, I just found out about it, so you should do some reading. We could go to the library together! I need to do some reading too.
We'll have to go to the Shangri-La. What are you talking about? Oh, great. I just wanted a peaceful hunt.
Yeah, I just wanted to be a priestess, but I've apparently been chosen from birth to be something crazier. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know.
Shangri-La.
I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
You don't know. Make a history check.
No, I said that out loud. What is
Irion looks at you like, or not Irion. Valasar looks at you. You don't. Oh, you're a human. Of course you wouldn't know. There are scholars. A little bit hoity-toity, but there are scholars. They know more about arcane than anything else anyone else that I've ever met. So.
Why do we need to go there? Or you need to go there?
No, if we wanted to know more, that's where we would go.
Okay.
There's got to be a library.
I'm not even there and I caught that. Come on, Cairo.
Audric is distracted by all the
shiny
new
lights.
using of Oriana's powers in public without trying to hide.
Also, I make sure that the Gregorian chant thing is still going.
Mm-hmm.
There are several nearby night elves who are like, "What is going on?" Katesh, as you enter into the park, you do see this.
There's like a black aura around me. There's Gregorian chants. My eyes are smoked. But I'm happy.
It's more of a black-purple color.
So Kadesh just walks in and he's just smiling because he's like, hey, look, they're finally trying to be famous. Like,
Yep.
no more
Kadesh! I wave at
this,
him.
like,
Katesh, I'm famous!
oh. It's gonna be a good thing if we can just, like, do all the famous things. Learning.
Exactly. This is why you should stick with me. I just found out this is a badge of do whatever the heck I want with other priests. I know it's not. I order him a fire. I know it's not. I'm just messing with him.
Audric, let me know when you're gonna move out. I'm not going to the meeting tomorrow. I'm not high enough. But, not with drugs.
Only really high hippies are allowed to go to the meeting.
Druids. Oh, I swear all you druids are the same. Anyways. If you see Corso around anywhere, he can get in touch with me. He usually likes to stay in the city. I don't like the city.
Yeah, last time we were in Menethiel Harbor, we had to camp outside because the tavern was so nasty and smoky.
Human taverns are the worst. Well, no, I take that back. Dwarven taverns are the worst, but human taverns are pretty close.
I wouldn't know. I don't stay in either.
Neither do I, for that very reason.
Well then, you three, I will leave you be. Or four. You have a gnome friend. Oh, very curious. It's good to see you joining them. Anyways, I have a few things to do, and my darling wife desires lunch. I will be back. Or I will see you later. See you two at the meeting. Good. Ishnu Allah. And he'll bow deeply and walk off. Katesh, you know that was Malfurion Storm Rage. Just flat out, you know him by reputation because fame.
Katesh, I met Tarande today, and she told me that I'm this thing called a Night Warrior. It's really great.
Cool, alright. Wait, point up, GM. So my meeting is like right after lunch with,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all have time if you want to get lunch, and then we would divvy up towards the meetings.
Alright, going to the meeting. You just like, cool. Night Warrior. Sounds fun. I'm assuming that includes a lot of, like, killing things. That'll be useful. So you get, like, special powers of being a Night Warrior, or is it just, like, a title and then you have to be the Night Warrior?
I already had special powers. It's more like confirmation that I am in fact special, which I already knew. Not to sound arrogant or
You
anything.
were special. Oh my goodness. We're just the random people. Yeah. Definitely, totally just the random people. Alright, let's go.
In my defense,
I gotta go to the meeting.
in my
I gotta go to the
defense,
meeting.
We don't
I
just go
wanted
around
to be a
announcing
random
to
pe-
people.
Why not? Then they
But-
give you stuff. You're like, I need a wheelbarrow for something, and they're like, oh, Dragonfeld, here is a wheelbarrow, and you're like, thank you for the wheelbarrow. It helped me kill some goblins.
That sounds like a very unusual paladin philosophy.
See, if you help the people help themselves, they'll be better off than if you just do everything for them. So if you get them involved in actually helping defend the place, and after you leave, they're not just going to get murdered after, 5 seconds.
It sounds like a very druidic
Yeah, I'm sure
philosophy.
that sells a lot of people on your strategy.
I don't phrase it like that when I'm trying to explain it. You want... Never mind. It works. The strategy works. And the wheelbarrow thing was hyperbole. I didn't actually ever ask for a wheelbarrow.
That's
But I'm sure I could
unfortunate.
kill goblins with it, because goblins are... They're goblins. Whatever.
So you go off to a meeting then? Shall we accompany you?
Well, I think it's just me and Lady Prestor. Nah, I wouldn't want to...
Well, it doesn't mean we can't wait outside the door and play games. Audric, I can still beat you at another hand of poker.
Or we could just stay here in this park.
We've been in this park though for several minutes. I'm bored of it.
Why don't you go check the, the bookstore? See if there's any information on things.
We just did that though. I don't want to be being.
Yeah, but now you have new things.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I mean, you
tomorrow's
should stories
research.
about ancient night wars.
Information is more powerful than any weapon.
I really just want to see what Katesh does with his day. Is that too much to ask?
I'm going to a meeting
Audrey,
with someone that I've never met
I'll
in
be in
person.
touch.
It'll be so
You
much
have
fun.
a good day.
Okay.
Balasar walks off.
Oh, also, my name's Katesh. Have a nice day.
Balasar, you have a good day too.
So who's that guy?
He's the cousin of my teacher, Balasar Mindspring. He's going to be accompanying us.
Okay. Sure. So what's this deal? Get druid.
He
I think he
appears to
he's
be
a hunter. I think he's a hunter.
hunter.
He's got a pet. It's actually, and it is a pet. I checked. It's not a druid.
Make another animal handling check, Oriana. I want to see something.
I'm not handling the animal.
No, I want to see
My
something.
hands are just slightly away from the
You
animal.
gotta make a
I
roll to
wanna
see if
see
you
something.
still have both of your hands for animal handling.
No, I want to see something.
Oh, 20.
As Corso leaves to go wander around the village, the rest of the town, he brushes up against you, like how cats usually do against your ankle. Same thing.
Hello. Hey, cat. Did you hear I'm the Night Warrior? Is that why you're being nice to me now? I was raised by a druid. I don't actually speak animal. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
I
He walks off.
apologize.
So are you gonna
Ishnu
get lunch?
Allah.
Lunch?
Oh yeah, don't you get free lunch at your tavern?
I don't remember. Is it free meals or is it free dinner? I don't remember. Anyway, I get free food at some point. I don't remember what time that
You do get
happens.
free. It's basically because of the way you paid. You get free meals.
Well, I do. You don't. I do.
But there's
He
no
does.
reason for all of us to have to go pay. If you get a discount somewhere, we should go eat there.
Well, it's not a discount. It comes with the room. But whatever. Sure. Let's go back there. And so you have the dwarves are being
Exactly.
idiots still. That'll be fun.
It will be fun because now I can use my spells on them and not be shamed by it.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have to sleep there at night, so if you could not blow it up, that would be great.
I would never blow it. I am a night warrior. I have great responsibilities
And then
now.
look at Adric. It's like,
Yeah, she's never blown up a single tavern.
Not yet.
Thank you, Ajay.
All right, so you guys head off to the. What did I name that? I forgot the name of my tavern. Why didn't I do?
It's
The last drop. The last drop. Sorry, it's my tavern. I should know the name of it. Y'all head off there. The food is brought out to you. It's quite splendid, and the two dwarves who were cleaning, quote unquote, and when y'all left this morning, are not cleaning anymore. They're not there at the tavern. When you ask the innkeeper about it, he lets you know that he had to send them home sometime. They've been up for about 24 hours by that time. So they had to sleep eventually.
what?
That, and then they were kind of scrubbing the floor and then sleeping on the brush while scrubbing the floor and going. So.
We're lunch. So guy, name, whatever, forget his name. So the druid hunter guy, like, so why is he coming with us? What are we supposed to, why is he just...
Honestly, I don't really
cousin-
know that party then.
So his cousin is my teacher, Irion Mindspring, and he's stuck in the Emerald Dream. So we have to go to Barrow Down and enter the Emerald Dream and rescue him. And Bellator is going to accompany us.
Stuck in like the Emerald Dream. Do I know what the Emerald Dream is? Do I have any idea what this is, or do I need to?
You know what? You know that it is. Let me go ahead and transition to this table. You know what the Emerald Dream is? It's something the Night Elves talk about, particularly Druids. You've heard them talk about it. What it is beyond that, you don't know if it's actually a real thing or if it's just something that the Night Elves made up because they're Night Elves. But it seems to be very important, and some of the mages you've run across seem to regard it, information on the dream to be, they regard it in very highly and seem to either enjoy hearing about it or studying ways to try to get into it.
I thought the Emerald Dream was like a nice place. How can someone be stuck in it? That doesn't. Why
Oh, it's not a nice place depending on what happens in it.
The Emerald Dream is just like a dream, and just as dreams have nightmares and bad things, so too does the Emerald Dream have those things.
So
Last time I was there, a dragon named Onyxia tried to kill me.
So why can't this teacher just get out by himself?
He's trapped there.
That is the definition of not being able to get out by yourself. Yet that would define it as trapped. Yes, I'm saying, like, how is he trapped? Why is he trapped? How are we, like, just going in and not knowing how he's trapped is not going to be helpful. And we just walk in and like, oh, we can't actually get him out. Oops, sorry, never mind.
It's not really something that
Malfurion
can
is
be
an expert on this,
explained
and
very
he said
easily.
we could go in and get him out. Therefore, that is what we're going to do.
Also, why? So, like, what's the point of getting him? Like, I get that he's your teacher and stuff, but like, is there like, why are there giant dragons showing up like that? I thought it was supposed to be like a place that the Night Elves wanted to go to, so that seems weird to me.
A place that what?
Like, night elves and stuff wanted to go to. Like, it was a... Why are there dragons showing up and trying to murder people?
It's not night elf heaven, if that's what you're
It's
talking
a
about.
wild place, just
Oriana,
as
you
the
would,
rest of Azeroth is.
Oriana, you would note that the Emerald Dream is counterpoint to Azeroth. So, what happens in the dream can affect the outside world and vice versa.
Look, it's hard to explain to somebody who isn't a druid or a night elf, but in the essential way that we normally break it down for anyone who's not in those categories,
Don't move your door.
if bad things happen in the Emerald Dream, they'll happen here too. So to avoid the bad things from happening here too, sometimes we go to the Emerald Dream, we fix the bad things there, and then it doesn't happen here. If there's dragons appearing in the Emerald Dream and his teacher's caught up in it, it's probably something we should correct before it becomes a bigger issue.
So, does that mean there's a black dragon in the real world trying to influence things through the Emerald Dream, or is it just a dream manifestation?
It's very likely.
Onyxia is a real dragon.
Yeah, you would know some of the information you've gathered and
Well,
collected.
yeah, but just because it looked like Onyxia doesn't mean it actually is Onyxia. You know, it could just be like your teacher is really afraid of Onyxia, so then it showed up and tried to murder him.
It's not
No, it
really
was
how it
Onyxia.
works. Yeah. Especially him being a druid, he would know what he saw.
So, like, what are the stakes other than getting him out? Because, like, going up against a dragon to save one dude kind of seems like a bad trade-off.
Well, you really wouldn't risk you, though, or either of us. We can't go into the Emerald Dream, only Audric can. We just have to get him Barrow Downs.
Oh, alright, never mind. I'm cool then. I'm gonna die. Go for it.
See? We're working well as a team already.
Speaking of which, all this talk is good and all, but the only really way to know whether you have the true measure of someone and whether you can trust them in dangerous situations is by seeing what they're like in combat. Therefore, I think that we should have a sparring duel.
I'm really glad you ended that sentence with sparring duel. I thought you were going somewhere else with that sentence.
I have a meeting to go to.
He also has
Not
a
right
meeting to go
now.
to.
And also, that's a sparring match is not actual combat. So, like, you learn nothing.
You
Is
can
that
learn
food that you're
something.
eating your favorite food? If not, why not just throw it away since it's totally worthless?
I have to go.
Oh,
to
now
a
I get that
meeting.
metaphor. Now I get it.
I didn't say we had to do it right now. You can go to your meeting and we'll do it later, or tomorrow, or the day after that.
The way you said it implied like, hey, we should do this right now. So,
It did sound like that a little bit, but I knew what he meant. Honestly, if you're ever confused about what Audric's saying, just ask me. I'm his translator, and he's mine. Although I talk more, so it's more one-sided, but you know. So you have a meeting to get to. Maybe we should help you get there.
I think I can get to the meeting. There's not like hordes.
Do you
of-
want to, Oriana? I need to go shopping for some herbal ingredients to enter Dynamo Dream. Do you want to go shopping with me while he's in the meeting?
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were going to get arcane dust, weren't you? I'm very interested. I want to know if this has other implications that can be used. Since now I am allowed to use the arcane stuff.
Get high on all the arcane dust that you can.
Why is my character the same character?
Oh gosh. Okay.
All right, that sounds like a good
split
idea.
up.
So I'll see you guys after the meeting. Have fun. Don't get eaten.
No promises.
All right. As you twos, or as your group splits up, Katesh, you find your way to the inn that The meeting room that Lady Katrina had told you to go to. Matter of fact, you should be able to. Why is it not showing? Can you see that?
See what? I see. I don't think the tiles loaded right for me. I see shades of white unrendered tiles.
Yeah, me too. When it was
Okay.
loading this, there was an error message like 5 different things that said they were unable to load.
Over here.
Load image failed, unsupported format unknown.
Why is it? Okay. Figures. But do you see a platform over in this direction?
What? In which direction? Where is your? I don't
Where your
see
right
your-
hand is. Or where the red hand was.
Oh, this thing over here.
Yeah.
Okay, over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you
And I
seeing?
see a sofa. There is a sofa on white tiles.
I was wondering if that was just me
Let's
or if that was
increase
you
your
too.
range.
I see less than both of you.
Oh, there's a brazier now.
Okay, so.
Oh, I see that was there too.
Okay, I'm just going to delete that particular fog of war. Hey, do that, please. Thank you. Kill. There we go.
Oh, I can see many sofas and a bookshelf, and I can see white tiles.
I'm starting
White
to
tiles?
see sofas too.
That's okay. That's weird.
I don't think
It
the
kind of
files.
looks
The
like
file
those-
there's an error in loading, so all of the tiles on this map are white.
Yeah,
and
the
that's-
tiles don't have a
Okay.
texture.
Did you
They
save them?
look
as
kind of
an
like that
outline
peanut
for the
butter
tiles?
candy tile thing.
They are actually part of the table, so they came with the table, with the Kraken table that I yoinked.
Aha, we found a problem with the table that's not just on my end.
No, it's
There's also I also don't load the Night Elf Inn tile texture floor in the other map.
that's
I load
because
all
it's
the other
same-
textures in the other map.
That's because
This
it's
is
the
the
same tile. What? Or not the same tile, but the same tile set. I've got them from the same place. Okay, I don't know why, but oh well. You see
It's
the
fine.
furniture,
It's
the
just
books.
White
Yeah, I
ceramic.
see all the objects.
Okay, do you see
It's,
the
it's
other
like
token?
linoleum. I see a stack of books and stack of books, and sofas. I don't see any. I don't see
You
another
don't see
character.
a
I see no-
token right there?
no, there's nobody standing there. They're invisible.
Really?
See nothing.
Okay.
They are invisible.
Anyway, great. Which probably means y'all would have to reload the actual page, which is silly. I found a nice little picture for Miss Prestor. Dang. Oh well. Anyways, you get there. The guards let you in. They seem to be expecting you. I just hope the next piece. I just hope one thing does load up because it's kind of important. They let you in. You walk into a very lavished, wood-tiled, wood-paneled floor. There's again sofas everywhere. There are also books everywhere. It's well lit. Very, very posh meeting room. Makes you want to kind of sit down, study in comfort, basically. At the bookshelf, there is a female human wearing I believe it's a purple dress. Yeah, purple and red dress. She has a long staff with her. Long, rich black hair. She has her back to you right now, and she seems to be perusing through the bookshelf.
Lady Katrina,
Yes.
Katesh Light Pierce is your service.
Ah,
Do a
great.
slight bow.
She turns, and the hair, luminous, looks beautiful. She has milky white skin, and looks gorgeous, basically. I don't have to describe her very much. She looks absolutely gorgeous. She turns around and looks at you, and notes your bow, and says, "Ah, I am Lady Katrina Prestor. It's a pleasure to meet you," as she curtsies gently. So you're here about my offer. You've come to see about my offer. Very well, I will.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna turn down summons from you.
Well, who would? Nobody would. I've not had many turn down invitation from me. Nonetheless, I have a proposal for you. I have a job, so to say. It can be very lucrative if you so desire to take me up on it. It's an ongoing contract, so you can keep doing it as long as you desire. So long as you find the artifact or the items I desire.
You want me to treasure hunt for you?
Something of that nature. I need you to locate. It's going to sound like a weird request, but I need you to locate dragon eggs for me.
Jaylee's just blinking like.
The reason why I asked for you is because I know you can defeat dragons. That's why I want you to do this. That's why I'm requesting that you do this. You can defeat them, you can bring the eggs here, and I can safeguard each one of them. The more you bring to me, the more I can safeguard.
Wait. Hold on a sec. So you want me to go after like the evil dragon, not the good dragon, the evil dragons.
Correct.
Kill them, take their eggs, and then you guard them. Are you like trying to hatch friendly versions of the black dragon flight? Like what?
I'm
why?
trying to make sure that that all of these eggs are safe. These dragonkin need to be protected, and I would like to do that. There's a lot of things.
The black dragon flight.
Well, not just the black dragon flight. The contract is good for several colors if you wish. And she holds out a paper. Do you want to at least look at the offer?
I'm just trying to understand. So you want me to go, and you want me to go after the dragons that are like I'm gonna have to kill to get at these eggs. But these eggs have to be protected. But if you're so worried about preserving the dragons, then just why don't you leave the dragons alive? Which I think is a bad idea, mind you, because the dragons are kind of evil. But can you walk me through why you're trying to protect them?
Well, because if I can raise them myself, I can get them acclimated to humanity. To Stormwind, I can acclimate them to the Exodar, to the Draenei, to Night Elves, to everyone, to gnomes. And then they'd no longer be under the influences of their captors.
So you want to, so you think you can turn the evil dragons good by being a good mom?
There is that, yes, but it's not just me. I am building an entire. I do have the support of a couple of dragons who are willing to help.
Her plan is to adopt several baby dragons.
Yeah, I'm not really yeah, okay, hang on a second. Gotta figure out how he's responding to character.
Because Kylar's reaction is bad plan, eject.
Bad plan, eject.
Well, I have a really low wisdom score. I don't know if that means just telling her that it's a terrible plan and she's an idiot straight to her face, or it means I agree with the
Tesh
plan.
does like money.
Yeah, you want to be
That's
famous and you want to be known for killing dragons. and you don't want to go along with this plan, I don't understand why you don't think this is a great plan.
Because
Why do you care what she's gonna do with the dragon eggs?
if it backfires, I'm associated with it.
You have a -3 to wisdom.
Terrible idea.
You have a -3 to wisdom. You don't see that far ahead.
Okay.
You just think,
I see
dragons,
my
I have a
history
license
with
to kill them.
dragons. My history with dragons is not exactly a great history with dragons. Like, he doesn't like dragons. He's not a fan of the
She's
fact that
also
like,
produced a contract for you to read. An actual paper. Hopefully it loads.
okay, let's just grab it.
There. Yeah, that one. Block.
Oh, it loaded. Oh, it's upside down.
Yes.
Alright. The bearer of this letter is entitled by the permission from the royal family of Rin to hunt, procure, locate, acquire, obtain, and otherwise find any of the following items: bronze dragon eggs, green dragon eggs, red dragon eggs, black dragon eggs, blue dragon eggs. Once presented to Lady Katrina Prestor or representatives, the bearer of this note will be rewarded with a sum of gold equal to 10,000 gold pieces per intact and viable egg. This bounty also deputizes the bearer to the rank of sheriff and is authorized with all powers therewith included with this rank.
Like I said, I have several dragons who are willing to help me. Among them are Alexstrasza, the Life Bearer. I'm not sure if you know her, but her mission to make sure life continues on and is generally accepted as being quite motherly. She will be aiding me in this task.
Can I give you my answer tomorrow? Can I think about it?
Yes, you may.
Cool. I don't think I need to think about it. This is not what I was expecting.
Oh, I'm certain. I have the oddball request.
So
every
this
now and
rank of sheriff thing. So what? Can you just run me through that?
I'll run you through that. Yes, you will be deputized to be able to arrest or punish criminals that you see fit, up to at least 1 year. If they are part of a hamlet or a town under the jurisdiction of Stormwind, then you may contact us and we will see what we can do about lending you full support. But you do have the authority to at least take over, if need be, their legal offices. So you could, in essence, take over a town, their sheriff's department, not the mayorship, not the leadership. You can't have that. No.
Yet that's elected, so yeah, or whatever the town, obviously.
But yes,
Okay.
you'll be able to operate as basically an agent of the family of Ren, wherever you go, at least in the Stormwind jurisdictions. Whoa, I really dropped low.
Yep, I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, I gotta think about this, but I'll let you know at the meeting after the meeting tomorrow.
Very well. That sounds perfect.
No, have a splendid afternoon.
You as well. The light will be with you. And she bows,
Yeah,
or
we-
curtsies.
I bow. I walk out. Being like, Dragon's super dangerous. Being sheriff and taking over entire sheriff's departments when I need to seems super useful.
It does have its perks.
There's no stipulations on I must produce this many eggs by this date or the title of sheriff is revoked. So as long as they don't catch up to me and I have the paper, I'm good. For like a whole year, I'm good. So like, we're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll hunt down the dragons for you. I just haven't found any dragons. We've been busy. Like, I'm planning on it, like, but I really haven't come across any. And like the eggs, they're like pretty rare to find. So like they're like, and if I die, then no one's gonna get the eggs. So I gotta be smart about it. And there's this whole thing. And we got a lot of undead people though, and we had locked up some like evil conspirator people. So I win.
That is possible.
That sounds like a -3 to a wisdom score answer.
Well, a great plan. It's a great plan. Okay.
As long as they never find out about it, it'll be
Nobody
fine.
knows about that. It's fine. We're good.
Oriana and Audric don't know about this.
Mm,
But yes.
I'm watching Audric shop.
shopping.
Yep. What are you looking for? Cut back over to YouTube.
We're looking
Oh.
for those 4 things.
From one of the local herbalists. Those are easy to find. The arcane dust you do have to go back to the Raven's Gaze for.
Angela.
Angela? Who?
Angela the herbalist.
Oh. No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
We can just, unless you want to just do the RPing for that, we can just say we buy the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Because I have plans. And I'm going to unleash them, whether you like it or not. I don't care. Anyways, I figure you guys bed down for the night. Have a night. You find the items you need in copious quantities if you want, or just enough if you so desire. The arcane dust is a little pricier, but
Well, I don't really know how much we need, so I guess I'll buy a generous amount of them.
okay. For the herbs, it will come out to about a total of 20 gold, and for a handful of arcane dust, it'll be about 10 gold a pop.
So, like, how many? We just need 1 handful?
I don't know. One handful would be enough, you think? So if you want any more, you could bring more, but 1 seems to be enough. You've heard of this ritual, so it's
Okay.
it's a druidic ritual. The herbs create a hallucinogenic factor, and then the arcane dust amplifies it to the point where it knocks the person out to a deep sleep.
So, how much did I buy of the herbs and stuff? Like, how many times could I do the ritual with that amount? The generous amount?
With the generous amount, you could probably do at least 3.
Okay. So
minimum.
I'll buy 3
Minimum.
things of dust.
Okay. You could probably, with 2 handfuls, or with, how much? With 4 handfuls of dust, you could probably do closer to almost 5. The way it burns out is that it's not a full amount that's taken each time you do the ritual.
Okay. Sure, I'll get 4 handfuls.
Okay. So you can
It's
can
like
have enough.
buy
to-
4, get 1 free.
Since you're there at the Raven's Gaze, you could ask Nathaniel for it. He might give you that. Since he knows you guys are not going to be leaving anytime soon, he's kind of like y'all's best deal, so. But yeah, he would easily give you that if you wanted it.
Okay.
Okay. Time to position this just right. Because GM view is GM view. Okay. Where did I put it?
So that's 60 gold total.
Yes. That one. Okay, yeah, fine. Finally found the song I want. Finally. Okay. Alright. As you guys bed down for the night and deal with whatever you desire, the morning greets you, and it's the day of the meeting of nations, as it were. And there are guards going out and about making sure everybody who's in the meeting is supposed to be there, because they want to make sure that those who are there are actually there. As all of you, I'm assuming all of you go, right? Katesh is probably the only one who could stay out if he wanted to. Wait, where did King Grimmy go? What? Oh, there he is. Okay. Again, meet you two, Audric, Oriana, and leads you in and gives you the grand tour of the meeting hall. It seems to be this large, very large meeting hall, domed in the center, and built in such a way so as to help magnify the voices. The theatrics in it are awesome, and the guards there introduce Gen Greymane and you guys as well as his party, and you guys walk in, and Dragonfell is announced, and there are a few clapping here and there for certain people, Dragonfell for one, and then they continue on mentioning other people. King Varian Rin of Stormwind, as well as Lady Katrana Prestor, are both announced. That should be in y'all's line of
I
sight.
can see her now.
Yeah, now y'all should be able to see her, or at least see them. Of course, Lorthamar Theron is here as well, and he is announced. Then Khadgar, Khadgar is summoned, or is announced as well, and his party. The Prophet Velen is summoned, or is announced as well. You two are last. Then also Gallywix and Thrall, as well as Vol'jin, are announced. Malfurion and Tyrande are both announced, and they stand next to you guys. Audric and Oriana, they stand near you guys, as well as Illidan Stormrage. He is announced as well. And then for the last, it is Arthas Menethil and his wife, Jaina Menethil. Everybody gets married. You guys are not allowed to chat in Discord without me, because I have to go to my phone.
Yeah, well, that's too bad. I'm telling her to say all the secret things in the Discord chat.
Okay.
Also, there's no way I can also run Twitch chat. My computer would die.
Oh, I meant Discord chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They announce you guys here, and everybody is curious to see what is going on. They start off with describing what what this whole meeting was about. It's about trying to figure out and plan around what is going on with the Scourge. What information do they have? What can we learn about the Scourge and figure out how to defeat them, to end their existence completely. And Arthas and Jaina are both taking center stage and trying to keep everything civilized, but at the same time they're trying to learn as much as they can. The table in the center looks like it also has like 4 stands with what appears to be a map of Azeroth on each stand. Thrall is sitting back in the back on his corner, just contemplating everything. Should the orcs get involved? What in the world does this mean? Why even do so? Vol'jin seems to be there, conversing with him and helping him, almost in an advisory position. Gallywix, however, is there and he's eyeing everybody up, almost as if he's trying to figure out who the suckers are and who he can sell a piece of land from a Dustwallow Marsh to them, kind of thing.
Yeah. Katesh is looking at him like he wants to smack him in the face with this warhammer.
Yeah, he's probably looked at you and figured you intend violence and has decided not to do anything with you.
Yeah, if he makes eye contact, I make a point of like shifting my warhammer on my shoulder.
Okay. The Prophet Velen there as well. He's arguing for peace. Let the light guide us. Everything will be fine, so long as we have faith in the light. The light will show us the way. Illidan is tossing back counter arguments, saying my hunters can do better than that. We've got them on the ropes. Discourages nothing, according to him. And then Khadgar mentions a couple of things about the dark armored knights and their appearance and what that effect has had on the Scourge itself. Khadgar, by the way, I just remembered, he's also slightly shimmery, as if he's teleporting his visage over here. Like he's in a different place and he's showing himself out here. Oriana, you do recognize his assistant, quote unquote. If you want to look at the token icon or the token image, you can. If not, I can tell you.
Oh, okay, see.
He meets your gaze every now and then, and he's eagerly taking notes, but he's also he's aware of your presence, and he waves at you as well. He gets over to Gen Greymane in his reports. He reports that while on his way here to the meeting of nations, things went south. One of the Black Knights had approached him. As a matter of fact, a necropolis had taken over the town of Menethil, and that these two had helped him escape and had also confronted the knight as well. And he turns the floor over to both you two, Audric, Oriana, to give whatever details you have of the knight that you saw, the dark armored knight, and anything you could postulate. The floor is you two's. Katesh is just taking in all the information, trying to figure out, okay, how does this fit? How do I make the most money?
I didn't prep a speech. I really hope you did.
I didn't either.
Oh, shoot. I didn't think we were gonna be called upon to talk.
Wait, so I'm trying to remember
What are we gonna tell them?
what exactly happened. Like, didn't we defeat him and then he like disappeared
Yes.
Yeah,
in like black fire or something, or what happened?
I think it was
moved
fire,
in the
yeah.
smoke. And then he came back. And he was stronger.
Oh yeah, it starts burning with black magic and it disappears, and it seems like teleportation magic. Okay, well I guess I'll tell them about that, sort of, we are fighting him, and I guess I'll also say that his name or whatever, based on what we know from Prophet Bell and what's his name? Baroness something, isn't it?
Yes. Baroness Stormward. Yes, character insert. I plopped myself there. It is my undead horde against you. Eagle made that reference, caught that really quick, so.
Yeah, so I guess I'll tell them about that, and then I'll confer. Like, do you want to tell them about Moo?
Not particularly. Just be like, seem to be a night elf sorceress lady with them. I don't really know much about her. Well, we don't really. I mean, I only know about what she was like before. We don't really know what she's up to now.
So are you guys
I
just
guess we should also
whispering
tell. I
back
guess we'll
and
also
trying to
tell
do
them.
the report?
We'll also tell them about the Ashbringer and like what we found in that journal on my sister's ship.
Okay. You relay all this information to them, and certain ones have asked you questions. Lorthamar has wanted to know certain details about what ship was it, what looked to be the complement of the crew. Do you guys know of any an amount of people who were on the ship when it was taken, stuff like that? And Prestor has been doing most of the talking for Stormwind, and she's been puzzled and asking you guys about this detail about the Black Knight and that, and just a couple details here or there that you may remember, may not. Kind of hard to tell because sometimes you guys can remember things, sometimes you can't. It's the nature of memory. And then she asks you about the ship as well. Everybody seems to be curious about the ship, particularly about the Ashbringer, and everything you guys saw on that. What?
So did you say? So did you guys say that there was like a sorceress lady, or like you didn't know anything about her? Is that a thing that actually happened?
Yeah, because the sorceress is also mentioned in the journal.
Yeah. It's a night elf sorceress, or at least a magic user. In the journals, it indicates she may have been a cleric, but she was using powers that are definitely not cleric, according to their report.
Mm-hmm. Right. So just be like, I was talking to him yesterday. You said that you knew this person. Like, there was like an old rival of some sort, I think was mentioned. So, like, I think they know more. So why aren't you telling the group? It's obviously, if you know anything more than that, don't you have an obligation to the group to tell us everything?
They have hidden that part. If you
Yeah,
want
no,
to,
I'm calling. No, but that's. Oriana said when she was explaining their history, she said like a rival of mine did some evil stuff and some things. So Katesh wants to know more about that, but also he's like, dude, why on earth are you hiding information from the group? Like, no dice. So
Okay,
he's
Are you whispering?
I'm not even sitting next to you. I'm not even sitting next to you. Like, that's like I'm participating in the meeting.
yeah, he
I'm
Katesh
calling you
is,
guys out for omitting details.
yeah, Katesh is technically he's sitting with Stormwind right now. because the invitation did come from them. So he's sitting behind their contingent.
Yep. So he's calling out your hidden button. Yes. That's what he's doing.
If you know more, girl, spit it out! Illidan looks at you. He doesn't know you're anything about you right now, so.
I think you should be a little more respectful to the Night Warrior of Aloon. But anyway, the things that I do know are not particularly relevant. She was at one point a rival of mine, and she wanted revenge on me. We think that is the motivating factor, but I don't know anything about her or what she's doing more than that. All I know is potentially her motivations. I don't even know if I'm the sole source of those motivations.
So you have a name, and we know where she was, so other people here might have resources to find out what happened to her, and that's a clue, that's a trail we can follow.
We know what happened to her.
It says her name in the journal, so we already said her name.
I know as much about what happened to her as the journal. I know as much about her
other
and
people
what's going on.
questions about it.
The journal says everything. The only things that I kept out were insignificant details. Mostly because they are just personal details that have really little bearing on finding this individual. She looks down at Katesh like, let's zip it, buddy. You don't want to go any further with this. It's the first time you've actually seen me be serious on something.
Okay.
I know. I'm just describing.
I'm looking around the room, being like, nobody else is on my side. Yep, seems like they're okay.
Illidan has taken up your side and has been agreeing with you and going, yes. What in the world is going on? What do you know, girl? I don't care if you're some night warrior. Today you are giving us information. It could help my hunters find it.
I gave it to you. Yes, she's an old rival of mine. She wanted revenge on me. Her perceived slight, but beyond that, I don't know. I don't know what happened to her when she left. The last time I saw her, she was on her way to a smaller temple where she could do better good.
What smaller temple? And as you guys are arguing, you hear a distinct cling, 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 cling. As hopefully this reveals as much as I want. Okay. As a dark clad, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. And he's got my favorite Warcraft piece of music behind him. This is ominous.
So you guys can't see that token. Okay, good. This female Death Knight, dark armor clad warrior, basically, walks forward. She has a burlap sack.
Patrick's sister.
She has a burlap sack in her hand. If you want to know who she is, you have to give me perception checks. But either way,
I'm just my gut tells me that's who it is. I am saying that as Sariana. It's gotta be.
It better not be.
It better not be more. Yep, I'm just, I can tell this is like super scary evil night person.
At this point, if you...
I will roll perception.
5, 10...
That's a 7! I see as much as I always see.
Okay, so she's about 50 feet away from you, so if you could use... what was it? Divine Sense? Whichever one lets you pick up undead... you could use that and figure out if she is undead. Kylar.
It's within 60 feet. Cool, yes, I am in space. Yes, I will use my Divine Sense.
Okay. You use your Divine Sense. You pick up, let's see here. What all does it give you?
You can sense anything affected You can detect good and evil, so you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend and undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. You do pick up Fiend from Illidan. It's kind of obvious. You pick up Celestial from Oriana. You also pick up Undead from this armor-clad knight.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna as they approach, I'm gonna cast my Shield of Faith around myself.
Okay. As you cast your Shield of Faith, the knight literally just tosses the burlap sack towards the table.
Can I cast Shield of Faith too? But can I use a Sorcerer's Point to cast it on myself and Audric?
Yes, you may.
Stop stealing my ideas. My ideas they're my ideas.
I was going to do it. I swear I was going to do it anyway.
It was what?
I swear I thought of the same thing.
13.
Low light setting, undead.
But I have dark vision.
You have dark vision? That's really
Dark
close.
vision.
You can make out the strands of hair, and it appears to be familiar. But that's all you get. It's just the strands of hair.
Oh, wait. What?
She has a hood on, so it's a little harder to tell at this moment. As she tosses the burlap sack, she says, "Gilnez has fallen." And then she turns around and starts walking away. The sack...
Do I recognize her voice?
This one you would, yes.
I told you.
And she walks away. You feel her leave her...
Letting her leave?
No, we're not.
What all of these super powerful, awesome people in this room are doing.
No, I'm casting Maximin's Earth and Grasp on her. No way.
I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf and just start running towards her.
Okay. It sounds like you'll need to give me an initiative check now.
I'm on board with the letting her leave. That seems fine. Like, if Velen wants to let her leave, I say we just let her leave. Sounds like a better move.
Step up your game, Dipesh.
19.
I got 21.
I don't remember what my initiative is. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's +1. I think I got a 16.
I got a 21. 21
Well,
is
that's
my
good for you.
initiative.
Good for you.
Let me double check. She's not trained in initiative, so she got a 19. Okay. And it was what, a 19 for... Okay, so Kylar, you technically get to go first.
Cool. Did I detect anything sketchy about the bag that was tossed into the center of the room with my stuff?
Matter of fact, when it landed, it was kind of a sickening thud.
Ooh, there's a body or a head in there.
Yeah.
The basic shape of it is
Probably
about
a head.
yay big. So.
Yep, going with head. Okay, that's fun. So where is is this person? Is she like totally like I can't see anything, so I don't know how far away she is.
She stepped away from the center column light. Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Okay. You can
I
tell.
do.
You have dark vision.
You can.
They don't
We all
even
have
know.
torches. We're gonna fight in the darkness. We're just gonna fight. We torches. Who needs torches? We just walk around and murder things in the darkness.
Okay. In that case, let's put that at 5. No, right there. Do you see her yet?
Nope.
Nothing.
Oh, I have the hand, so it's right. She's right there.
Yep.
Okay, I can't see her, but I can wave my hand around it and get the little grabby symbol. So.
Okay. Okay.
What's everybody else do? Like, what's everybody else with this massive amount of super awesome, powerful spell casting warrior people doing?
Gen Greymane is looking at the sack. Since it flew over Arthas and Jaina's head, they are looking at the sack as well. A good number of them are looking at the sack. Katrina Prestor is looking at towards the Death Knight, or towards the Knight, and is trying to calculate things. You get the feeling the person with Khadgar is staring that way and is looking back and forth between the direction of the Knight and Oriana and trying to figure out what Ori wants to do. Velen is grasping his heart. He knows what happened. Gallywix is nonchalant. He doesn't care. Thrall is concerned to figure out what's in the sack. Vol'jin is concerned after Thrall. You see Illidan has pulled out his blades and is about ready to start leaping towards this person. Malfurion and Tyrande are both looking towards their friend Gen, because he is. There's something about him that he doesn't want to. It's almost like he doesn't want to know something. And they're both concerned after him.
So everybody's doing super awesome, not going after the Death Knight. Alright, sounds awesome. Gotta love it. What are the rules for running and such in this game? Because I'm kind of far away.
For running,
Fangs.
you can use a move action, and then you use your action to move.
Okay, so and each square is
12
5 feet, right?
Yeah. You would get...
My move speed, I'm a gnome. My move speed is slower. My walking speed is only 25 feet, so it's only 5 squares.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
They're considered allies, so you can move through them.
Oh. Wait, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I guess I can't see it. Where is she? She's in this.
You should be able to.
I can't see her. I think she's still out of the light. I can't see anything.
That kit test should be a revealer. Why is it not revealing? Okay, because it's close. Yeah. Can you see her yet?
Nope.
Okay. I may have to move her up.
I moved.
I
Okay,
see.
yeah.
No, I don't see it.
It's the range is not close enough.
Okay. So you can make out her outline. She's that direction.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I used all my I used all my actions. Yay, go me. I'm slow.
Okay.
I'm still I'm still using my concentration to keep my shield of faith up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that all you're gonna do?
I mean,
I'm just double
yeah,
checking. Okay. Audric, what's your dex?
I can't really do anything else.
I believe you said you had a 19. What's your dex?
My bonus or my actuals?
The
My
bonus.
dexterity is 15. But bonus is +2.
Okay, so you go first. So Audric can go.
Audric, you have a +2 to your AC.
Okay. So she's more than 60 feet away from me. Right? Ooh, I think so. 1, 2,
5,
12, 13, 14.
have to get down here and count the squares. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. In a straight line, she is 60 squares away from you, but she is 2, 3. She'd be 3 squares away from you in a straight line. So if you
So if I can run 30 feet and then I have a spell that takes 30 feet range, it's not going to actually be able to work.
No, not at that distance.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's... okay. I am going to use my bonus action to shift, use Wild Shape to shift into a direwolf. And then I have a speed of 50. Yeah, instead of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Wherever she is, I'm just gonna run in front of her, between her and the door.
Right there is in front. Can you see yourself?
Yeah, I can see her now that I'm right next to her. Yeah.
Okay. Is wild shape? Let me take a look at it. Inspiration.
Also, as I leap forward, I'll just yell to Oriana, "It's Leona!" As I'm like shifting into a wolf, so it sounds half barky, half human language.
You bark out, "It's Leone." Okay, so it's a class feature. Okay. Point of order. One thing you guys do note is that while you are in this particular building, there is no magic working.
There's some what?
Your shield of faith is not up.
You're cutting it out.
The Shield of Faith isn't active because magic doesn't work inside this building.
Oh. So could we have even used it then?
No. You could have tried.
So can I get that spell slot back then? Well,
I will let you.
I
Yes.
feel I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will
mean,
let you two both keep that spell slot, since it feels. You can tell that there is definitely a magic dampening field in this area. Lots of high-powered casting people who don't like each other in the same room.
Well, then I can't really do anything.
You can jump on her back. You're like,
If it's rendered power,
peekaboo!
Right now, Audric is the only one who can, because Wild Shape is not a magic spell. It's the only thing that can be used. So to say.
And my hammer of death.
excellent.
Your hammer could be. Yeah. Alright. Okay, Audric. Okay. You're in your wolf form, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I need you to make a What was it? Do I want to use that or that one?
Neither. Oh, neither.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
I got 15.
Using the wolf form?
Yeah, me and the wolf have the same dexterity.
Okay. You take, in that case, you take half damage. Oh,
We,
so
but there's a magic
37?
dampening field.
this is a feature, not a spell. It's actually a feature, a once-a-day feature of the Death Knight. Okay, so you take 13 points of frost damage,
Magic.
as well as 37 divided by 2. I figured I'd be able to do that one.
18.
18? Yeah, 18 points of necrotic damage.
Ouchies.
As a ball of energy just pulses through you, it's basically hurt, and she's going to walk by you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep. Okay. Okay. And that will be her turn. Oriana, it is now your turn. That's a feature, she can't use it again for at least a full day.
I will run up and I'll pull my bow staff out and run up to catch up with Katesh, and I will, as I do, I yell out, "Anuli, don't let her escape!"
Okay.
That's all I can do.
On this turn, she's going to use 2 of her legendary actions and move again.
She has legendary actions from level 4.
She's not.
Oh boy.
Okay. That brings us back up to the top. Katesh, go for it. Actually, at about this point, you hear Gen Greymane, who's gotten to the sack now, and he lets out a mournful howl. Illidan has, by the way, joined you, Katesh. He leapt over everybody and just glided over because he's weird that way. Class features. That's like the only magic that works right now is class features.
He's like, haha, I can double jump, everybody.
Pretty
Well,
much.
he has wings. He has wings.
And there has been some movement. Not much, but there has been some.
Alright, as far as I can move, yay. Is it? Are we still inside the building? Am I still inside the stupid magic dampening field?
Actually, right now you are out of the magic dampening field. It doesn't seem to cover the whole building, but it comes close. Again, why are you being a pain?
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I can't do anything other than run. So, whatever. I'm just running at this point with my little gnoming legs, trying to do things that all of the super powerful people should be doing. I would like to point out, for the record, they're going to hear about this in my memoirs.
Okay.
I looked at Illidan and I like nod at him as I'm like, oh hey, look, like I'm like, hey, like, is someone decided to join the important mission?
Yeah, while you're talking to him, you did see some of them had moved. A particular silver flash had passed you on the right side. The robes of one particular mage, who Oriana seems to know, but whatever, the robes of one mage had moved and looked like he had been trying to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and he had run almost after Oriana as well.
So I'm gonna turn to Audric and be like, I can't run as fast as you. Can you give me a boost? And I would be like, as he runs past you, I'm gonna like hop onto him.
Fastball special. Oh no, you're gonna ride the dog, aren't you? Okay.
Dire Wolf plus Gnome Paladin equals awesome. Okay.
Okay.
He can move so much fast. Like, he moves faster than me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can try to grab. You can, if you want to ready an action to try to grab onto me as I run past. But I'm not going to slow down to let you jump on.
I'll move this, and then I'll ready my. I'll actually, instead of doing, I'll just jump on top of you instead of using my other move action. I'll use my move action to run next to you, and then use my other action to jump on top of you.
Okay. His fur, by the way, feels very cold.
Cool story. So do I have to roll for that, or can I just hop on?
No, it's a cool idea. Go for it.
All right, hopping on. Awesome. We got my Warhammer. I'm warding it like it's the Warg Rider with a shield. Because we're not idiots. I actually have a shield too, so this is much better than a Warg Rider. So this is happening.
I growl
I'm like,
loudly.
Wow, she moves really fast. She moves really fast for like a person with legs. Like, I only have 2 legs that are really stubby. I'm not gonna be able to catch up. Like, taxi. So that's my turn.
I will also add that she is also a Death Knight that I have buffed up a little bit too. So she has legendary actions.
Yep, I'm jumping on. I'm jumping on
Okay.
Audric because he's a large dire wolf, and totally this is great.
All right, Audric, make your move.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that not okay? It's not showing up.
Ah! What is
Holy
that?
crap!
Did we not run into that?
It's too late, Audric turns. Oh no, oh, that's a warlock.
Like, let go.
It's a warlock TV, guys. It's a
a
warlock
closet.
TV. We're in
It's a
trouble.
Warlock closet.
No, it's a warlock TV. That's how I've heard it called.
TV is how it's been called for years.
Because of the antennas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you two both...
And you jump on the wolf and he takes you into the purple sphere of death. Good job.
He was riding the wolf. Okay. As you both run into this thing, you notice the magic. Your spells are back, Katesh. You feel the dampening field lessen, and you can use spells right here. The only bad thing is this large purple circle radiates from this closet or this portal, and the Death Knight is nowhere to be seen. And as you guys are looking, it seems to have faded.
We can't jump into it.
No.
I'll put you in a stranglehold and choke you to death. I'll put like I'll grab my warhammer, just like shove it in your mouth like a bridle, and just like yank your head back.
It's not how Warlock TVs work. You can't just jump into them.
It's a Warlock TV because I don't have the Death Knight portal icon.
Nah, it's Warlock TV.
I did find the purple thing,
But-
and I do like that.
Both of those things don't work that way, so.
Yeah.
Either
way, as you two approach it, it seems to be standing there for just a moment. If you want to investigate it, you can. A blood elf mage comes up beside you guys and is going, What in the light is going on here? And has started his investigation as well.
Well, they're clearly incompetent at setting up a secure meeting, I think is what we learned here. Like they
And
didn't
do
try
I get to catch up?
army in
You would
us.
catch up at about right now as well. You would be on par with Anuli, or right behind him.
Yeah, I have a speed of 35 feet.
Okay. What was I looking for? I don't know.
Well, so I guess like if I run up to that with my move action, I guess I'll just transform back into a human and try to use detect magic on it before it disappears or whatever, in case I can.
Okay.
And this time, I'm not going to cast detect magic as a ritual spell because I don't want to take 10 minutes to cast it.
You have a feeling it would probably wear out well before then.
Yeah.
You cast the detect magic, and Anuli is also doing the same. He's actually
I'll
doing a
do
little bit
that
more.
too, why not? I'll do the detect
There is
spell
magic
too,
here.
why not?
It is a... Oh, wow, he knows stuff. Okay. It is definitely a magical field. Okay, 17.
That's gonna be plus 3. Wait, which
Well,
so spell attack is plus
No,
modifier.
detect magic is straight up.
Oh.
It's straight up.
Straight up. No
He's-
bonuses to how good your spell at casting magic.
Oh, you don't have to
I
roll
mean,
for
don't
it.
even roll for it. It just happened.
Yeah, detect magic, you just roll for it. Or it just happens. Anuli was doing detect magic and investigate. He was doing something else as well as detect magic. So Anuli knows stuff. This is definitely a portal of some kind. You can tell it's a kind of transportation magic, and it does teleport. The more you guys fiddle with it, the less it seems to work for some reason. It doesn't seem to teleport you anywhere. Anuli has taken... he's like taking moments to examine the runes on the floor before the magic dissipates. And that is where we're going to end it for tonight. Anuli knows stuff. The Death Knight came in and dropped a bag and then disappeared. And that's where we will end it. A little bit of a cliffhanger, but that's okay. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. My evil plots are starting to come together. We'll see what happens.
Boo.
Of course, boo! You give me a family that big, what am I going to do with it?
Kill my evil sisters that nobody likes.
Kill your evil sisters that nobody likes. You guys did hear that she said Gilneas has fallen. You do know that, and you do know that Gen was screaming out a name earlier. You might not recognize it because he was in very much so emotional pain. And the last thing I can tell you guys before we leave is that Gen had rushed up to where you guys were, full Worgen form, about ready to go, about ready to unleash hell on whoever he could find. He couldn't find
Ariana's
anybody.
thinking.
So,
Brianna's like,
so he wasn't in
"That's
Morgan form
super
before.
Secret. That's super not a good thing, Hunter.
Right now, he does not care. He is now clawing at the wall, beating it, and the stone is giving way.
So like, is his son dead? Is his son the head in the basket?
Don't worry, guys. The
It's
spirit
fine.
is totally under control.
You did hear him cry out a name. You can make what assumptions there are, but that is for next time. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll see what happens next week. If we have one next week, we'll see what happens. Either way, hope you guys have a good night, and God bless.